Hi everybody, I'm Heather Green, intuitive energy healer and channel for humans and animals, and I wanted to talk today about the energy forecast for April 2022. So throughout this whole month we can expect high-level energies coming in from the center of the galaxy, helping the Earth and the Sun and all of the planets in transformation right now. Particularly, we're having a lot of solar flare activity, really massive solar flares, CMEs, and with that is the Sun in transformation. And the energy that's coming off the Sun then affects the Earth and causes geomagnetic activity, which is also transforming the Earth and all of us on her. So just take some extra time this month. It's a big, high energy month. And at the same time, we also need to balance that with a lot of rest, hydration, retreat, taking really good care of ourselves, because sometimes these high level frequencies that are coming in and with the solar flares can cause inflammation or stress feelings in the body, and people feel that either physically or emotionally. So there's Schumann resonance spikes as well, for those of you who follow Schumann resonance, and that really can affect how we feel physically, emotionally, mentally, all of it. So we really need to take really good care this month. But with that, the flip side of all of this energy coming in to help promote change for all of us, we can make major leaps forward. We have a new moon, an Aries new moon in Aries just yesterday on the 1st, and we have a lot of other astrological alignments that are supporting us in being able to make major leaps forward, which is really exciting. And with this comes the opportunity to take changes, to make changes, and to take action in life areas where you've always wanted to. So stepping into big dreams, callings, making the impossible possible in your life. That's what this time is all about, and that's really exciting. So we can really harness this energy and use it in the most positive ways for ourselves. So in addition to this, there can be Earth-related changes happening. So Gaia is in her transformation, as I spoke of earlier, and with that can bring, it's closely connected with the Earth. Well, with the changes in Gaia, we have to expect that there can be, earthquakes, flooding, or just changes in the atmosphere. Volcanic eruptions, as we've been experiencing them, but at times this can increase. So just to be on the alert and aware that this is part of Earth and her transformation. It doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong or that we're doing anything wrong, and of course there's always ways that we can be more balanced in our relationship with Earth and the wildlife, which we're all learning. And we have to expect that there's going to be some ups and downs in climate change and all of these things that are happening on our Earth. But for us personally, in order to stay balanced with this, it's a good time to ground with Earth, to get really connected, to help yourself to just get recentered in your life for whatever you're going through. So the Earth can also help us in that way. With these eruptions in the Earth, whether they show up physically or not, it's also mirroring what's happening for a lot of us in our own energy fields, that many of us have big issues coming up for release right now. And some of them are some of the biggest core issues. Some of them have been hidden for quite some time, and we're only just seeing what they really are and getting to the root of that to really transmute and transform. So this is a time to have compassion for yourself and for others, because we're all going through this, and really reach out and get the support that you need right now so that you can, clear these issues, stay balanced, and feel, connected at the same time, to not feel alone in whatever it is that you're going through and whatever's coming up for you, because it really seems like for most people, something's coming up right now. Because this is part of the change that we're all in. We're all part of that as we're all connected to the greater collective. So there's that. And then we can expect worldly changes with money and finances. And a lot of us are already aware of this. We've got all the stuff that's going on in the Ukraine, and just that's, the COVID experience has also affected money and finances, and we're still adjusting to some of those changes and finding our way through it. We're being asked to shift our perspective on abundance. How do we view abundance? How do we attract in abundance? How are we going to create a whole new reality? Whether we follow the same financial system or not? Do we want to go on a different path? Do we want to use a different currency? Or do we want to stay on the same currency and just shift our consciousness around abundance? Recognize it as an expression of self-love and self-worth and begin to attract it in different forms, always knowing that we're going to always have enough, and that new ways of operating with abundance in our lives begin to show up as we begin to follow more of our soul's purpose and our soul's calling. So you may have ideas that come in, inspiration, you may get guidance around these areas and begin to make changes with your finances or how you view abundance, and really see through the lens of abundance what you really want for yourself, what you really deserve, instead of through the lack lens. And that is a big one that many people are shifting personally and collectively. So that's happening. The other thing is that with all this month's fiery and passionate energy of Aries, there can also be big epiphanies that can come in as well. And this can really help you navigate life areas where you've been confused, where you've been unsure, or where you feel really stuck, or maybe you're feeling paradoxes coming up in your life that just don't make any sense for you. And this is where divine guidance can really come in. And so we have to be quiet enough to hear the epiphanies. We have to leave a space open in our reality and our lives for these greater epiphanies to come in, because the divine wants to speak to us. It's ready for us. And we just have to be willing to receive that. And so leave yourself space for that. Leave enough space in your energy field, in your day-to-day life, for that to be able to be brought in. If we're too busy in our heads, in our mental processing, we might miss these opportunities for these grand epiphanies that want to come through, to be understood and integrated and really used in a way that can benefit our lives. So this is a big part of what's going to be happening this month, and it's up to each one of us to decide how we're going to use the energy to our benefit. Maybe what area of your life that you may be more impacted by with regard to these energies, or maybe it's every area of your life. I know relationships are still very much highlighted this year because it's a 6th year, and it's up for many as we shift ourselves. Our relationship with ourself, that changes our relationship with everyone in the world. So, because we're all a collective, we really are all one. So with that, I just want to mention that, again, reach out for support if you're needing it. I'm offering private sessions. There's a link on my website that shows how you can sign up for one, or if you're getting this in my newsletter, you'll see a link as well about how to sign up for a session on the side of my newsletter column. I'm also offering, so those are my private sessions. They're intuitive sessions and energy healing sessions to help give you guidance on your life, and also to help you clear blocks that may be in the way of you living your highest version of any life area, or really stepping into your potential and your purpose in a deeper way. Or if you're really struggling emotionally, it's a good time to reach out for extra support with that too, because many people are feeling at their wits' end in certain ways, and so we shouldn't feel alone in that, or that there isn't tools or support or helpful energy to be brought forward to assist us in that way. So there's that, and also I'm offering another class this month. It'll be on Wednesday, April 20th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific time, and it's all about support with worldly changes, of course, it's called, and it's about what's happening at this time on the earth with the changes. I started offering these classes during COVID because I felt people really needed that extra support and wanted to know a little bit about what's coming, what are the energies doing, what's behind all of this. what we can expect, and also how to stay balanced. So if you're wanting to know more about any of that with the energies this month, or even as we move through this time, this year, really, what's coming up even in the next couple months of 2022, you can join in for that one. And it's $20 to attend. The link again is on my website, on my blog page at the very top. You can sign up by clicking on that link and reading about it, and then there's a link to sign up, or it's in my newsletter if you're getting this in my newsletter. So, and I'll leave a little in the comments a link to my website so people can access my blog, which is also my writings page, and look at go ahead and look up the class if you're wanting to attend. It'll be online by phone or Zoom. So with that, I'll leave you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a good, great new beginning with this new moon, this Aries new moon in Aries, which just happened yesterday, and have a wonderful rest of your month. Take good care.